Hello and welcome to the Ross Cloud Podcast. I'm your host, Carl Ross Sr. And this platform was created to motivate and to inspire in hopes that you will become a better you. I want to make sure I start off the show always by saying my hellos to everyone out there, especially to my folk down there in North Carolina, right here where I am. Winston-Salem, North Carolina, stand up. I want to make sure I give a shout out down there to the folks down there in Albany, Georgia. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening. So listen, if I didn't call out your state or your city, please just forgive me. Don't hold it against me. You know I love you. But we're going to go ahead and get right on into it. I'm not going to hold you guys up any longer. But listen, I have a very, 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 very special guest in the building. I have the one and the only Chef Nate Lester.
What's up, brother?
Hey, man, what's going on, man?
Man, nothing much, man. Waking up and showing up.
Right. Listen, man, I want to say to you, man, right here, man, thank you so much for joining us on the Ross Cloud Podcast. Thank you for gracing us with your presence, man. And I know you are a busy man being in the hospitality industry. Everything is go, go, go. You always on go.
You got that right. But man, this is my honor to be here, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I wouldn't have had it any other way, Chef, I tell you. So, listen, as I was reading your bio, it was a beautiful bio, Chef.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. One of the three things that kind of stuck in my mind as I was reading your bio, man, I was sitting there and I was reading it. And, I know you, but, when you get a chance to really see the passion within the words and you get a full understanding of who the individual is that's standing behind the knife, the fork, the whatever it is that you use, whatever your favorite tool is that you use in the kitchen, then it put a lot into perspective. The first thing I read was the first thing that I noticed was family, large gatherings, and the other thing that stuck to me was the farm to the table aspect. And I think that is so just, that's everything. I'm getting goosebumps, y'all. So forgive me because he in a world that I love, I actually still love it. Even though I'm not working in it, I still love everything about the culinary world. And so trust me, y'all, I'm super excited to have this gentleman on. And so it was just a great bio, Chef. But I'll go ahead and I like to take the people on a journey. I like to get them started. And so let's talk about life on the farm. Let's start from the beginning, life on the farm and then school. And then we'll go into your career and where you're at right now. Okay? Let's take them on a journey, Chef.
Okay. So first, like you, Albany, Georgia.
Yes, sir.
I was born in Sylvester. We grew up in Albany, and we was fortunate enough to be able to interact on the farm up in Doran and Moultrie, where our family originally is from, the Lambert side of my family.
Gotcha.
And picking peas, okra, corn, summers on summers, GG making sure that our freezers are full, I remember, man, Mama going to the grocery store maybe twice a month, because we had everything else in the freezer.
Yeah.
But that first time I moved on my own and went grocery shopping myself and spent $50 on nothing, I knew what I missed. I knew what I missed, man.
Sure.
That's how they grew us up.
Yeah. For sure.
Making sure we appreciate everything that we got.
Yeah.
And farming was just one of those things that Granddaddy did, and on both sides, and that's how we sustained, when it came to food.
Yeah, for sure. What school did you go to? If you could start at high school, you don't necessarily have to go to elementary.
Westover Patriot.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. That's right.
Yeah, I was a Trojan. Doherty High Trojans.
4 years straight running.
Okay then. Go ahead and talk that talk.
Yes, sir.
Right on, man. Did you play sports at all, Chef, while you were in school?
Man, I went out. That was about it. I went out. I was one of those closet players, man. I get outside, I get my one or two shining moments, but I wasn't a real physical player. So
sure.
I found myself actually Applebee's. No, Zapatas. You remember Zapatas?
I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was my first job.
Wow, that's awesome, man.
Yep.
That is so awesome, man. Speaking of sports, man, I always like to say I was a superstar Sandlot football player.
There you go. That's where it happened for us.
That's exactly right. Where it happened, man. So let's talk about your entry into the food business, man. I heard you first mention that restaurant. Let's talk about that.
Which restaurant?
Oh, okay. Several restaurants. One of the things that I'll say is you knew exactly what you wanted to do, too. Based off of your bio, you knew. So you just went right in. Was it dishwashing to start off with? Was you a dishwasher first?
At Applebee's, I was Zapatas, I was dishwasher first.
Okay.
And then I left Zapatas and went over to Applebee's.
Wow.
I stayed there for the rest of my high school tenure until I went to the Navy. And I was actually the busboy.
Got you.
Then I moved to dishwasher. Then I did Expo. The only thing I wasn't able to do that young was to be on the line.
Okay, got you.
So I actually didn't find out that I enjoyed being on the line until a couple of years later.
Awesome. Okay, then.
Been in the Navy.
I got you. Did you cook in the Navy too, Chef?
No, I did not.
Really?
I was a yeoman. Administrative assistant.
Get out of here, man. Really?
Yep.
Wow. I would have thought for sure you cooked in the Navy, man. For sure, Ain't that something, man? So after the Navy, after you came home and everything, you continued to pursue your career in cooking?
Nope.
Really? What was... Oh, wow. I love this. So what was next? What was next, Chef?
Actually, I went to beauty school to do hair.
Wow.
Yep.
I wouldn't have never...
But I did not complete that.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, I didn't complete it.
I got
but
you.
I could cut my hair. I could cut my son's hair.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. Okay, that's cool. So then you in beauty school. So when did the light officially go off to say, I'm going back to the hospitality industry?
When I didn't have a job in Virginia, and one of my neighbors was like, you know what? I work at Red Lobster. I said, hook me up.
Gotcha.
And I got in, and it was smooth sailing from there.
Wow. How long did you stay at Red Lobster?
Oh, man. It was so long ago. I think I was there for a good 2 years while I was in that area.
Did you? Was you really? What was your favorite thing to cook, man, at Red Lobster? Or period. We can just say that. What's your favorite cuisine to cook? If you had to pick one.
If I had to pick one, is soul food.
Oh, okay. Okay. And why is that, Chef?
I feel soul food is the creation from our mind and soul, and we put it on a plate to be presented to those that we love. So my fulfillment is a smile after somebody eats.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And it's like I'm complete.
Yeah.
Because I put my heart on the plate.
Yeah.
And for you to entertain my heart.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a beautiful thing, man.
Absolutely. So when did you know that you wanted to push the bar, like go even further, go even deeper into the hospitality industry?
I was in Connecticut, and I worked the saute station, which is a 8-burner stove.
Yes, sir.
First time I was introduced to it, and one thing I found myself doing was talking to guests, and it was almost like I was getting to know them through what they like, and then I'll go back to the kitchen, and I prepare it. I send it right on out.
It's awesome, man. And
that's when I knew that it was for me.
Yeah, absolutely. To see the passion on people's faces, that's so true, Chef. You got to know them, and then based off of what they liked, it was easy for you to kind of figure out, okay, I know that they like a little bit more in this side over that side. Some people might like a little rosemary, a little whatever inside of their and there. Was that station hard for you to work when you first started working it?
Not at all.
I love it. You just jump right on
into it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, after a couple of burns.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh,
yeah. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Remembering you can't touch a hot pan without a towel.
No, sir.
Type thing.
Can't do it.
Man, it was like I was like a fish in water.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me tell it anyway. I don't know what everybody else thought, but let me tell it.
Yeah, you was the man. Water. Yes, sir. You was the man. I think that's wonderful because in your bio, I saw that. Is that where your love for sauces came from by working that station? Yes. Okay.
Yes,
have you created some signature sauces for yourself? Have you decided to put some on the market? Get out of here, Chef.
I'm working on that.
Okay.
I'm working on my branding, which includes my marinara sauce. Yeah. It includes my barbecue sauce. I have a honey mustard. I have 1,000 Island. I have a couple of different, sauces in that arena.
Sure. What are some of your favorite spices to work with?
I love cayenne. And cayenne pepper is actually good for you.
Absolutely.
Very good for you.
I love that.
I've leaned away from regular table salt. I'm going to pink Himalayan sea salt.
Is that better for you, Chef?
Yes, it is.
Really?
Yes.
I'm going to keep that in mind.
It's a lower sodium content.
Okay.
So when we're looking at the foods that we eat, through whether it's processed, whether it's natural, everything has sugar in it, everything has sodium in it. So you have to be aware of those ingredients that you're using while you are cooking.
Absolutely.
And while we on sodium, one thing I heard one of my partners here who does holistic practices, and she says they teach us that high blood pressure, diabetes is hereditary.
Yeah.
That's what they teach us.
Yeah, it is.
However,
okay.
No, but watch this.
All right.
Is it hereditary because we sit at the same table and eat the same thing? So it's a choice.
It's a choice. I got
It's a choice. We have to be aware of exactly what we're putting in our body.
I understand.
And the way we eat, how much we eat, the balance of, fruits and vegetables and meats,
I love that. I absolutely love that. I'm glad you brought that up. That is such a great, important message to
Shout out to Catherine Bell.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Bell. That's where I heard that from.
Okay. Awesome, man. I think that's awesome, though. That's a great message, a great health and wellness message to send to folks. And being that you are a chef, that is so important that not only that, not with health and wellness, but let's talk about the importance of safety in the kitchen. How important is that, Chef?
I mean, if you want to keep all your fingers and toes and It's very important.
Yeah.
Not only that, staying away from foodborne illnesses. That comes where you keeping your food at the correct temperatures, not leaving them out like we used to back in the day.
Yes.
It's totally different, man. I remember we used to leave leftovers on the stove all night.
I remember that too, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Wake up in the morning, put it up, and we good.
And you know what?
But now,
go ahead, Chef. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. But now so many different things that that they're put in our food. There's no way we can do that anymore. So we got to make sure we put our food up at after it cool down at a responsible time. Yeah. Keep it refrigerated, right temperatures. No cross contamination.
Yeah.
Beef and chicken, fish. Yeah. Keep our knives clean.
Yes.
I use bleach when I clean.
Right on.
And that's old school.
That's old school. Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. And then take that pandemic for me to say, hey, I need some bleach.
That's automatic. We grew up that way.
That's automatic. Yeah. That's how we grew up.
Yeah. Yep. Soak them knives. Put them in that bleach. Everything.
That's right.
That's right. That's so true. That is so true.
Sanitize.
Yes, sir. Sanitize. That's right. So let me ask you this, Chef. What about, I know we're mostly talking about while you're working in Garrison and everything, but if you're not in professional kitchen and you're at home, how important is it for us to put our food back up in the refrigerator? And I'm guilty of it, Chef. What I mean is, how sometimes we get in the habit, we may fry some fish, may make some salmon croquettes, and then, we put it in the oven, put it in the oven, then the next day we'll reheat it up in the microwave.
Right.
Can you tell us a little bit about that? I
heard that laugh. You ain't gonna get my certificate taken away. I'm gonna tell you this. Hey, when it's cooled down, you put it in the refrigerator.
Right on.
And then when you take it out of the refrigerator, you heat it to the proper temperature.
Absolutely.
And then you're good. Trying to get me in.
No, sir. I promise you I'm not, Chef.
But, at home, it's the same thing, even in an industrial kitchen.
That's right.
In an industrial, of course, there's hundreds of people that I have to worry about.
Sure.
But at home, it's your main people you have to worry about.
That's right.
So the same care and comfort that I tend for the community, I want to double that at home.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm going to give you a hand clap. You can't hear it, Chef, okay? But I'm promising.
Okay.
We're giving you some hand claps, brother, for that.
I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Ain't nothing like a chef that's clean. Clean as you go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Not as you went.
Yeah, and I tell you, it's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to clean as you go, and because you got so many elements going on.
Sure.
You've been there.
I've been there.
So if you have that good health, it's okay. But when you're by yourself, you just have to do the best you can.
Yes.
And just when you in the habit of doing the right things, it comes easier.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So even if it doesn't look right, it's right.
Yeah.
Because you always done it right anyway.
Correct. What are some of your pet peeves in the kitchen there, Chef?
Pet peeves in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Oh, man, so many. Really, honestly, I don't want to say I have pet peeves.
Okay.
I'm sure I do,
sure.
In the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
But I try to keep my mind open to things, because this is a industry where nothing the same happens every day.
Sure.
It's always something new.
Yes, sir.
You always have different fires.
Mm-hmm.
You always have different solutions or different ways to put out those fires.
Mm-hmm.
So you're always learning. I don't think there's anybody that knows it all in this industry. And that's another reason why I love it as well. Yeah. Because it's an open book, man. And all you really have to do is dive in. You can go to Google. You can go to Food Network and figure out anything that you want to do.
Sure.
So
Sure. I think that's super, super great that you said that, Chef. And so let me ask you this, Chef. What are some things that you hate to see chefs do? Bad habits that you hate to see chefs do?
Non-cleanliness. Chefs that you can tell they're not clean. I mean, oh,
I got you. I know
aprons in the bathroom.
Oh no, Chef. Yeah.
It starts with that, and we as consumers, I'm gonna take my chef hat off.
Okay. Yes.
And be a consumer in a restaurant. I don't want to see people who work in the kitchen with their apron on and going to the bathroom.
Sure, man.
That's a red flag.
Yeah, that's a no-no.
Yeah. And I think it's up to us to keep them honest as well. Things happen. It does. Things happen to me. Forgetfulness, or just so busy that you miss something. But just let somebody know, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Some people get mad, but you can't get mad because guess what?
Yeah.
The consumer is who giving you your paycheck.
Yeah.
So just do right by them. Just make sure that they're getting their money's worth.
Yeah.
The best experience possible.
Yes.
Even if it's McDonald's.
Yes. I agree.
I like hot fries.
Oh, me too. Yes. Yeah.
It doesn't matter how simple it is. But if it's done right, there's no problem.
There's no problem at all. So this gives me another little segue into this right here, Chef. So you already talked about the pet peeves or the things that you just do not tolerate. So from your perspective and from your experience and what you've gone through as a chef, what do you think makes a good chef? Outside of, you said pretty much everything, but maybe it was something you didn't say.
I think a chef who listens is top notch. Example, I do consultations. So my job is to take your vision for your event and step it up to another level, because that's what I do.
Right.
So you can have, I want chicken, I want steak, I want fish. Cool. So that's your vision. But my vision is to put a red wine reduction on the steak, or the using turmeric to bring out the color of the roasted chicken. So to bring your vision to another level.
Yeah.
So I think that's what makes it for me.
Okay, cool. I think that's awesome. Man, I was getting goosebumps while you was talking about it, but I also was ready to.
You were getting hungry. That's right, all that was.
That's right, Chef. That is so true, man. So listen, man, I think this is just awesome, man. So we've talked about pretty much everything, not everything, but I want to talk about your time in New York. Are you still in New York, Chef?
Well, I'm over in Jersey now.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Yep.
So, I was in New York.
Let's talk about your what it was like being a chef in New York. What is that like? And I know New Jersey, New York, some similarities, maybe not. But go ahead.
Well, I think in this industry, people still hold us to a certain standard, no matter if you're in New York, Georgia.
I got you.
Philly, Jersey. Yeah. Well, they supposed to.
Right.
But to be in New York, I was the sous chef at a place called Julietta's Cantina Club.
Yeah.
And it was a northern Italian cuisine. And man, I learned so much. I learned about wine. the chef I was under, we didn't know each other from Adam, but through a mutual friend, he brought me on. I mean, without even, no application or anything.
I got you.
And that's how close knit, your network have to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And man, when I tell you we gelled, but unfortunately, things happen in that industry, and it happened to us as well. But we picked up the pieces and kept it moving, like you're supposed to do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can you tell the folks exactly the description of what the job entails for a sous chef, for those who don't know? I know it's a grind.
Oh yeah, it's a grind.
Yes, sir.
You're getting your line cooks prepared for the line. You're getting the line prepared for the line cooks. You're doing the ordering. You're making sure the executive chef have everything he needs. Make sure all the T's are crossed, I's dotted. Making sure that your inspection grades are up to par.
Yes, sir.
But hundreds.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Well, I got bonuses for hundreds, so
right
that's
on.
why I always shot for hundreds.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But,
yes, sir.
Just making sure that the restaurant is running properly, and even I went as far as working the front of the house as well.
Okay.
Because my thing was, hey, chef, I need you out, bring a business in.
Yeah.
You don't worry about home. I got home.
Right on. Yeah.
But in order for us to keep going, I need you out there. But in order for him to be able to be out there, I have to show up. I have to do things to make sure he's at peace leaving his baby with me.
That's right.
That's
right. That's so important. So essentially, you become the quarterback for the business. You calling all the plays. You calling all the shots. You saying, hey, no, that does not go out. Send it right back. You become everything for that restaurant. You're literally the engine. You are you are the motor that makes that kitchen roll. For those of you who don't understand exactly what he just described to you, I can tell you from experience that position, if you weak, it'll kick you out every time. Mm-hmm. It will kick you out every time. So how important is it for you to stay poised as a chef, period? Across the board, whether you're executive,
I think that goes back to keeping your composure. When you allow certain things to get you out of your element, I think the rock rolls downhill. You notice what I did there, right?
Yes, sir. It really does.
Okay.
That's right.
So, especially with me, because like I said, I was in that element at one time, and I picked up a lot of bad habits from an individual in the kitchen.
Understand.
And when I left, I was like, wait a minute, that's not me. I want to run a different ship. I don't think I have to yell to get my point across. And when you have tickets coming, 2 feet of tickets up to down to the floor, you in 100-degree heat because of all the heat around you.
Yes, sir.
Oh, it's pressure.
Yeah, it's pressure. A whole lot of pressure.
But pressure makes diamonds.
Come on, man. Come on. Talk that talk. Yes, sir.
You have to endure it. It's just like life.
Yeah.
Hey, when life give you lemonades,
that's right.
Give you lemons, you make the best lemonade you can.
Man, yeah. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? I was just sitting here, man, and I was just thinking about, just what you described and what you just described, man. It is not easy. It's not for the faint of heart. If you're going to do this type of work, you need to be a strong individual. And how important are your shoes? Let's talk about the shoes that you need to get.
Not only your shoes, let's talk about your feet.
Okay,
get your feet done.
Take care of your feet.
Take care of your feet. Take care of your feet.
Because you definitely need them.
Yeah. I mean, you in this industry, you're easily on your feet 40 out of 60 hours a week.
Yeah.
Easily.
Sure you are.
I'm glad I'm on this podcast with you because this is my first time sitting down today.
Oh, so you probably have worked. You've been there since what? 6 a.m.
10:30.
Ooh, yes,
I've been
sir.
here since 10:30.
Yes, sir.
I've been going since about 8.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. So,
now that's just today.
That's just today.
Certain circumstances, yeah. But usually I'm up by 5:30.
Wow, I got you.
Exercising. You
yeah,
know,
I was going to say that. Yes. Yeah. That's so important for you to take care of your health and wellness if you're going to be in that industry, because the amount of stress that happens, and you may not even know you're up under stress because you're so used to working in the environment till you've kind of trained your mind, your body to kind of just deal with all of the pressure, as you stated.
Control chaos.
Yeah, control chaos. That's exactly what it is, Chef. So what's a normal day like for you, Chef, in the mornings? What's a normal day like for you when you get started?
Prepping, making sure I have inventory, making sure I go to the store. I don't miss anything. If I did miss something, getting it, not beating myself up. Because that takes time away.
Sure.
Just get it done. Just make sure you have it. Yeah. I'm with DoorDash and Grubhub, so I have to make sure those menus are up to date. You know, checking out platforms, emails, making sure I don't miss anybody. Hey, Chef, I need a plate, or I got something going on.
Right.
You constantly. Social media, trying to keep up with marketing and branding, and saying all that to say it's not for the faint of heart. However, it's worth it.
That's right.
Because I feel if I'm gonna put my heart and soul into somebody else's dream, why can't I do it for mine?
Talk that talk. Yes, sir.
I'm the hardest working person at my company because 95% of the time it's just me.
Oh man, I got you. So Chef, it sounds like what you're saying, and you correct me if I'm wrong. It sounds like what you're saying. You become such a professional, I'll say it this way, but not meaning it in a bad way. You become so obsessed with your art and with your work and with your craft. You take it so serious to it's simple to say, hey man, just move out the way. Do you get into? Okay. I was just about to ask you, do you get into that much? Or have you ever been that?
I have been that. I have.
Appreciate your transparency.
And that's where,
too.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah,
and that's the only way we as the people get better.
That's right. Yeah.
Now, I'm talking about people as a whole.
I got you. Mm-hmm.
That's leadership. A leader trains a person in the way they should do it, and make sure they get it. And it takes time. Yeah. Because I didn't get it overnight.
Correct.
It took me years of development and growth and burns and scars. And, so when I do teach my employees the way I want it done, I just ask just to listen and repeat. Really, and then I give you the reason why I do it that way, to try to help you understand, So again, it just depends on, who you get as well. Yeah. Because a lot of people don't work well together.
Right. But, I got you. So now, I got you. So now you're in New Jersey. Mm-hmm. You're at a brand new restaurant. What's the name of the restaurant you're at now in New Jersey, Chef?
Home Cooking Southern Kitchen.
All right.
At the Urban Marketplace.
Come on, man. I love it. So
yes,
let's tell the folks, have you transitioned into you having your own now?
Well, this is my own.
Come on.
I rent the kitchen. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I love it. Yes, sir. Let's talk about it.
So,
what's this transition been like for you, Chef?
Well, I've been here almost 5 months, and it's really a transition because I'm serving vegan food.
See, you got me on a surprise. I'm with you. See, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Okay. I missed that.
When when I came back, I noticed the kitchen was empty, and I was like, well, what you doing with the kitchen? He said, well, what you want to do with the kitchen? I said, well, you know what I want to do. And he said, the only thing I ask is that we keep it within the confinements of health and wellness. And he asked me to go vegan for here.
Yes.
And I was, as an entrepreneur, as a chef, as a hustler,
come on.
I said,
yep,
run it.
Game on. Yes, sir.
Game on.
Let's get it.
Challenge accepted.
Yes.
And those, one of those things, when we pray for certain things and a door opens, just because when you look in it, it don't have the color of the walls that you want it to have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or the bedroom set you want to have.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's not for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love that, and I love the way which again, this is taking me another way, because now I'm hearing you're a man of faith. So how has your faith sustained you throughout your entire process of getting to, you were a chef, you're a chef, New York, then you transition. How has your faith sustained you through all of the adversity that you've seen up until this point?
All I know is he's been here, and he's been waiting for me. When I got out my own way and started doing the work, faith without works instead.
Work.
Being prepared to walk into the door that he opened up.
Yeah.
That's when I started realizing I had it all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. It was always there. Yeah. It was always there.
Like I said, it might not have the color bow that you want.
Yeah.
But, it's a gift.
Yeah, absolutely. What are some of the challenges, if you have any challenges, that you face with preparing vegan food? If there's any, chef, if there's any.
Supply and demand. Keeping up with supply, especially nowadays.
Sure.
Trying to have a balance between process and natural. Trying to keep everybody happy. Yeah. Which, we can't, but I try my darnest to.
Sure.
I really do.
Sure.
And just making sure that it stays consistent. The quality of the food stay consistent. Try not to break people's pockets in this day and age, with the high costs that small businesses are really taking on right now.
Yeah, that's so true. I'm a witness.
It's hard.
Amen. It's not easy at all. But again, your faith has totally sustained you through it all. And we see the evidence of the fruit of your labor now. So this has got to be just amazing for you. And I'm sure everybody around you is very proud of you. And I want to say to you, brother, I'm proud of you too, Chef. I'm so proud of you, man. Yeah, man. And I've been seeing you being a little bit more active on social media. So let's talk about what you do. Well, Chef, you know what? You're much better than what you were, though. So that means
you got that right.
But you slowly but surely coming out of your shell, though, Chef. And I'll say this to you, though. What is your favorite vegan dish, and could you give us some pointers on how we can make without divulging of too much of your expertise, because we got to pay for that. But what would you give us as a dish that would be easy for us to make to begin that journey of vegan food, if that's what we choose to do? I think this is great, though.
When somebody come into the restaurant, non-vegan, and they say, Chef, what do you think? What do you recommend for me? I always start them off with the oyster mushroom burger. So I serve my oyster mushroom burger on brioche roll with lettuce, tomato, and chipotle sauce.
Come on, man. You're going to make me jump through this screen.
my mushrooms are marinated.
Yeah.
Just like I would do chicken.
What type of mushrooms do you use, Chef? What type of mushrooms?
Oyster mushrooms.
Come on now.
Then you braid it up just like you braided chicken.
Sure, I got you.
Fry that bad boy up.
Yes, sir.
Bada boom, bada bing.
Man, that sounds good, man. What would you do with an eggplant? What would you do with an eggplant, Chef?
You got the classic eggplant parmesan right there.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes,
now, to keep it vegan,
you
would use like Just Egg. That's a brand, a vegan-friendly brand.
Okay.
Panko breadcrumbs. Of course, you use your favorite seasonings.
Yes.
Fry that bad boy up. Now, we use oils like canola.
Okay. And why would we use canola oil, Chef, if you don't mind telling us?
Well, canola is an animal byproduct.
Okay.
So those are the things that you when you serving vegan or you want to go vegan, you are staying away from anything that has anything to do with animals.
Okay.
In this industry, of course, a lot of people have nut allergies.
Sure.
So I stay away from peanut oils and things like that. So I found canola. It's actually non-cholesterol. It's cholesterol free and, things like that. So it actually works out.
Sure. So when you're not at the restaurant, and I'm sure you're there 24/7, Chef, I'm sure you are. But what else do you do on the side? I saw in your bio where you did some private chefing also.
Mm-hmm. I do private chef services. Okay. I travel. I just actually came back from Albany, Cheehaw Park. Okay. Me and chef partner. Shout out to Christopher Cater.
Okay, right on. Right on.
We go to the mountains. We go to the lakes. We went to Texas for a wedding. That collab is major. You're talking about an experience. Me and that cat get together in the kitchen, man. It's something serious, dude. And we have a good time doing it.
I believe it. Yes, sir. As you should.
Yeah.
Being that you guys are selling or serving vegan food, what about your list of wines? You would say, Chef, that you could have, if you could have any, with those dishes.
Oh, definitely. Wine is definitely from grapes. Yes. I think as far as vegan goes, they will probably want to make sure that where the wine is made, there's like no soy or things like that.
Yes, sir. Gotcha.
I'm sure it's not, but one thing I have noticed was here the number of clients and customers that have digestive issues. And man, you'll be surprised.
Yeah.
What people can and can't eat.
Sure.
And that has opened up my eyes to a lot as well.
Mm-hmm.
Gluten. I didn't even know what gluten was until a couple of years ago. What you mean gluten? I won't buy gluten. What are you talking about? Gluten free.
Right.
Ain't not paying for gluten?
Right. Yes, sir.
But the effects and from the gut and things like that. That's why being aware of what we taking in, is so important.
Absolutely. What's your favorite wine, Chef? If you had to pick a wine, what's your favorite red wine and your favorite white wine?
My favorite white is Moscato. Yes, it's a little sweet, but that is my favorite white.
Okay.
Italian Moscato, actually.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, beautiful. And my favorite red wine, and you caught me, Bordeaux.
Okay, yeah.
Bordeaux.
It's good red wine. What would we eat with a red wine, and what would we eat with a white wine?
Well, red wine is usually geared for meats, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with your with your steaks, your lamb chops. You could even you could drink it with just about anything. It just,
sure,
your taste buds.
I got you.
That's what you want.
I got you.
With your white wines, your fish and chickens, and most of your vegetables would definitely be good with plant-based food are good with your white wine.
I got you. Does it really matter? And I'm just asking, is there some cheaper wines that people can buy that are good in your opinion? Do you have of any?
Yes.
Less expensive. Let me say it like that. Less expensive wines that are good red wines and white wines that are less expensive that would be good also.
There are a couple of good less expensive wines by companies. Barefoot is one of them.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting paid for it, but I'll shout you guys out.
Right on.
Your Pete Moscato, it'd be hidden.
Okay. Yes, sir. Write that man a check. Chef Nate. That's right. Chef Nate Laster. Write him a check, please.
That's
yes,
right.
sir. Okay then. And I know most.
Yeah, and it's pretty much trial and error because all companies are different.
Yeah.
And they try to stand out from others. So they might put a hint of cinnamon or honey, or they might use a different barrel, or oak barrel, or they might burn it longer than this one. So there's nothing wrong with anything when it comes to wine.
Okay,
gotcha. you might taste something that I might not taste.
I got you.
I might be able to taste the black peppercorns or the pink or green peppercorns in the wine.
Yeah.
It's
just all depends on your palate. I got you. Everybody's different. I'm with you on
Everybody's
that.
different.
Yes, sir. Everybody's different. So, Chef, I have to ask you this. What if it's any chef that you could work with in the kitchen, any chef in the world, if you could have one wish and God would bless you to work with this chef, who would that chef be, man? And why? I'm sorry, I put you on the spot, man.
Well, let me start off by saying, Michael Greco is
yes, sir.
Is an Italian chef
sir.
I've worked under, and this dude amazed me.
Wait a minute, and you worked up under him?
Michael Greco.
Listen, if you don't know who he is, Google him. Go ahead, brother. I done got excited.
Christopher Davis. Christopher Davis. Like I said, we worked together, and it's hard. It's hard to find somebody that you gel with. Yeah. In the kitchen. I mean, it is.
Yeah, man.
And there's so many amazing chefs out there.
I know.
Even on TV, off TV. And Mr. Robert Irvine, the way he go in and he helped, kitchens reestablish their passion.
I know, right?
That's what because that's where it starts. If you lose that passion, you lose your business.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that show too. I love that show.
Mr. Flay out there, he always doing his thing.
Oh man, Flay the man. Man, Flay the man.
All the chop shelves, everybody doing their thing,
Absolutely.
Mr. Marcus Samuelson. I passed by you one day and I gave you the deuces. You gave me deuces. And we
man, let me say this to you, man. I think that's somebody that people need to look up because he's right there in Harlem. Am I correct? He has two.
Yeah,
does he have
Red
two
Rooster.
The Red Rooster, right? So if you've never been to the Red Rooster, you have to go. He's an amazing chef. Isn't he from Ethiopia?
Yes, he is.
Okay, that's what I thought. Oh, now I did my due diligence, brother.
He's actually right there next to Sylvia's as well. Shout out to Sylvia's in Harlem.
That's another one.
I worked there for a little bit.
Did you, man? See, that's what I love, man. The experience that you have, but not only that, the tutelage that you worked up under, man. Man, you can't help it but to be yes, sir. You can't help it but to be great. Speaking
of Tim Bly, Timothy Bly, chef, I I was up under him at Sylvia's, man. This dude with finances and inventory, whiz. I mean, wizard.
He just
so that's why I'm saying, it's just like basketball, man.
Yeah.
You know, yes, there's NBA.
Yeah.
But there's other aspects too, man.
Yes, sir. You know, yes, sir.
These cats out here doing their thing, man, making a living.
Yeah, you know, man. Yeah.
And keeping these people's business running.
Mm-hmm. I think that's so beautiful, man. You got me hyping here, man. You about to make me go down my list of chefs, right? and he was one of them. Marcus Samuelson was one of them. But man, he's a dope individual, man, and he does a lot. He does a lot. He's just a good person, period. And I'm a big fan of. Hold on now. I think that's Woo Woo's gonna come in with us. I hope that I can get him in here. I might not be able to get him in here.
I'm here.
Okay, you still there? Okay.
I'm still here. Yeah, I had a call come in. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you good. You good, Shep. You fine. But yeah, man, I'm a huge fan of G. Garvin. You know, I love G. Garvin. His story is amazing. There are a few others. Jeff Henderson is another one. I think Jeff Henderson is another one out of L.A. that learned to. I want to say he was one of the first black chefs, head chefs at the Bellagio. And he has an amazing story. You know, he went from being a kingpin to not straight to the Bellagio, but almost, you might as well say. And he learned how to cook in prison, man. When you get a chance, check out, he got a book out there too, Chef. You get a chance. His name is Jeff Henderson. Okay. Jeff Henderson is in it. And he went to prison. Okay. He went to prison for a pretty long time. He was a big drug dealer. But now, man, he works in the community. He works close with the community now, man, in L.A., man, and brings kids, introduces kids to the world of culinary.
And get them off the streets.
Yeah, get them off the streets, man, which is a great way to do it. A lot of people don't know it. And it's not just black and white. I want to make sure I say that, but it's everybody. It's everybody. If you find yourself in trouble, then the culinary world definitely has something for you that will spark something in you, and you can become a great individual in the kitchen. And like you said, there's so many facets to the hospitality industry too. But go ahead, Chef. I'm sorry.
And not only that, kids coming out of school, coming out of high school, don't know which way to go. You know, it builds character. Yeah. It builds responsibility. Yeah. It builds teamwork, camaraderie.
Yes.
The restaurant industry, the hospitality, is an underrated field.
Yeah.
I believe that
too.
I personally believe it is.
I believe that too. Yeah. Because a lot of people like to say you're just a glorified cook. No. It's a little bit more to that. It's a little bit more to that occupation. It's a whole lot more to that occupation. And so
organization.
Yes.
Attention to detail. Loyalty.
Yeah. That's a great deal of it. That's a great deal of it. If you want to have a huge impact in this industry, those are some of the things that you're going to have to do, in order to be great in it. It's just what it is.
That's right.
And I'm super again, Chef. You have totally, man. I'm telling you, man, you made my day today, man. Because I had intended on reaching out to you anyway, and asking you to come on, man. And I thank you so much, man. You really brought something different to the platform, and I've been wanting to talk to chefs, and you were the second one, but you were the one of the chefs that I wanted on because of your background and your knowledge within the kitchen and the things that you've gone through. Like, dude, I didn't even know you had worked with so many of them cats, man, and that's so cool. So you helped me with my recipe for my oxtails.
Right. I remember that.
Yes, sir. So
I remember that.
So shouts out to you for that, man. So now I can make good oxtails now, But
I'm sure it was good before, man.
Yeah, it was.
I'm sure it was good before.
But
all I did was add a little of this.
Yes, sir. What you gave me though, it took it up a notch, man. So I think that's pretty doggone awesome, man. But listen, in closing, Chef, and it's tough for me to close because I got so many questions that I want to ask you, but I only have an hour. So
I understand.
Yes, sir. But in closing, I'd like to say, I'd like for you to say something to someone who is pursuing the culinary field. If you could inspire them or motivate them, because this is what this platform is built on. If you could say something to motivate someone, to inspire them, that is, maybe want to have a career change, maybe want to get into the hospitality industry, what advice and how would you encourage them? And we'll give you the last word.
I believe it starts with yourself. Self-searching, soul-searching. Some people be at that crossroads. They don't know if they want to turn right, turn left. And hospitality is a good industry to be able to sustain, while you're trying to make up your mind. And usually once you get in, you love it. Yeah, but again, it's a service. We doing people a service. Yeah. Because they have choices. So when they come to your door, when they sit at your table, when they come eat your food, it's a privilege and a blessing to have them grace their presence with you.
Absolutely.
So remember, all that is to keep you humble.
Yeah.
Just go in with a humble mind, go in with 110% attitude, and you'll find that right fit because, everywhere ain't the same. So don't get discouraged.
Right.
But there's a right fit out there, and once you find it, go for it. You're looking to be an entrepreneur. You're looking to sell plates. You got to come correct.
Yeah, no doubt.
You can't go in there half stepping.
Yeah,
you have your taste correct.
Yeah,
you have your consistency correct. Mm-hmm. You make sure it looks presentable. Then you go in with a smile.
Yeah,
you're gonna have 100 no's before you get a yes.
Ain't that the truth?
But that's what it's about.
That's exactly what it's about.
I used to fill up a cooler, 20 plates. Don't know if I'm selling one, but at the end of the day, I got food.
Yeah. True story. Yeah.
So I ain't going hungry.
Yeah, that's true.
But faith without works is dead, man.
Yeah.
From your mouth to God's ear. Put it on paper. Write the vision. Make a plan.
Yes, sir.
Upgrade your network. If you're the smartest person in your network. You might need to change up,
Yes, sir.
Get some people,
yes, sir.
Where you trying to go.
Yeah.
But,
that's right.
Until next time, like I said, man, happy eating.
Yes, sir. Happy eating.
That's right.
So, Chef, I thank you so much for coming on. You have no idea. This really has made my day, sir. And I thank you again. Yes, sir. You really made my day. And listen, I hope you guys have heard something on today that can help you become a better you. Maybe you want to have a career change. Maybe the hospitality industry is for you. So I hope you heard something on today that could probably ignite or spark something in you to jump and take that next step. So listen, this is the Ross Cloud Podcast. I'm your host, Carl Ross Sr. Make it a great day and keep being great. Peace.